I thought I'd have a quick word just to say that I hope that you are feeling all right in yourself. I hope that whatever ails you isn't an insurmountable problem, that you'll be able to look forward to some relief of pain or discomfort, illness at this time. And for those of you who are enjoying a reasonable health at this moment, I'm really pleased for you. And I thought I would just say what I was doing directly. It's in a way, it's like being able to phone everybody up one at a time. So I was thinking about all the turmoil and carry on that's going on around us at the moment here in the United Kingdom. What with the royal family in uproar and people surmising and coming on television and talking about it all and one thing and another. And dear old Boris and his idea for the chimes of Big Ben on the 31st of January to herald the exit from the EU was heard to say off the cuff, about the cost of it. We could have a sort of bung us a bob for a bong. I thought that was rather good fun, and there might be a grain of truth in that if we all put in a shilling or 5p. The population of the British Isles who are happy about it, which was some millions, would actually raise more than that. Anyway, I sort of digress, and it's just that, when so much is going on the earth, people like me tend to sort of wander off in their minds to what's going on in that other world, in heaven, in the realms of light. And I was thinking about doing some podcasts on workshops that I've already given and written down notes, and that I included in the Spiritualist Handbook, 6 of them, I think, or 7. And I thought that would be quite nice for people to actually listen to. So I'm going to do a few podcasts of those. And I just thought that perhaps a little video chat wouldn't come amiss to let you know about that. So I'll be doing a couple of those today and go on forward and do some more. And I hope that people enjoy the experience of being able to put away from themselves all the flurry and scurry of earthly life and everything that entails, just for a quarter of an hour or so, to be in commune with their higher selves and with those we love in the world of spirit. So I'm going to be doing that today. And also I'm writing, of course, a new copy for the Psychic World newspaper for the next issue. Well, not the next one, but the one after, of course. Journalists get used to that, I suppose. We work sort of anything from sort of like weeks to months ahead. Hasn't got to the stage of years yet, except if you talk about a book. I've written books that are still being read, so maybe one does write for years ahead as well. And here we are in this new year. So yes, the podcasts are going to be on their way, and you can get them on various platforms. And this video chat will go on Facebook and perhaps even on my channel on YouTube, just in case people want to be notified about that, because people who've subscribed to my channel on YouTube get a notification when there's anything new on, so you might like to find out about that way. I was thinking about that connection with the world of spirit, and I was thinking about reincarnation, and that's something that is an ongoing and recurring concern in spiritualist minds, and also in others' minds as well, who are not spiritualists. But we have the edge on them, really, because we can ask and we can get replies And I got a reply a few years ago from the group that I work with, decided to be called Iconoclast. And there are all sorts of different explanations, but they said this when they were asked. You are asking about the return of an individual spirit or soul into another body. We who are of the higher realms, the upper dimensions, are often asked about this possibility. The answer is not always palatable, as there are two camps of thought since time immemorial on the earth plane. Spirit does exist before birth and enters the physical being soon after conception. The spirit comes from various dimensions and planes of other existence. Some, it is true, are of a simple nature, and some of an extraordinarily complex arrangement of mental mind abilities. But even at the most simple end of the spectrum, the spirit is able to project vast equations and feats of mental arithmetic that equals the puny efforts of humankind's most exemplary scientists involved in exploration of outer space. The most simple spirit can work out the space-time distance, speed and angle of trajectory in order to catch a ball, given the physical mechanisms are also in order. Just a minor example. The followers and teachers of the Mormon philosophy with respect to their veneration of the past family, similar to the Chinese and American Indians, who literally worship their ancestors and lineage, demonstrated in European context by an unfortunate snobbery, are closest to our own reality, that each individual spirit that inhabits the provided physical frame remains unique to itself and in relation to its peers, forebears and siblings. There are some who over an eternity of time may return in an earthly form, but this is an exception and not a rule. This fact has been known to incarnated spirits since the beginning, giving rise to the legend of messiahs, and also to spurious claims by misguided human beings to have inhabited the frames of Cleopatra, Julius Caesar, or Attila the Hun. It would seem easy for those with a simple faith to master life's highways and byways, all the rocky outcrops and pitfalls on the road. For others, the path is never made easy, so that by trial and error and subsequent triumph, you might learn the best lessons and so progress your soul. It is said that some return to the earth plane in order to retake their exams, as we might have to return to school for an extra term or two before we can truly leave it behind, tests passed, scholarship attained, but there are others who must learn in one lifespan all that earth life has to offer. God is ever present as a light. Without God there would be nothing but an all-consuming evil, which would eventually destroy itself. There are opposite forces at work in this world, and we have a fight on our hands to rid our world of it. First we rid this world, and then as a direct result the next. God does not punish us for the errors we make. We do that ourselves by suffering the consequence. There are times when, like any good parent, God stands back to let us make those errors in order that we may learn and grow. But we are always in the sight of God's good angels, and often those of our family who love us that have gone before to the higher realms. So for our suffering we must thank God. For our lessons learned we thank God also. For the love we experience and the love we receive from fellow human beings we must thank God. Also for the hatred we encounter, because we are given an opportunity to turn that hate around, to convince an adversary of the error of their ways by putting love, or at least affection, in its place. Thus we grow and our soul expands. That was given to me by my group. I hope that that has given you some food for thought, some encouragement, and I hope that you have a really good day of it. The next 24 hours are good for you. And remember, I'm going to be doing those podcasts, and this is the sort of warning about that, if you like. So I shall say God bless you, and it was lovely to speak with you. I can just imagine in my mind you sitting there listening. Thank you. God bless you, your friends, your family, all those you love, including your animals. Bye for now.